Darts fans have become an integral part of professional darts, but they have long been far more than just silent observers. In addition to funny costumes and creative chants, there are unfortunately more and more incidents on and off the stage, and the fans are having an ever greater influence on the players and the results with their behaviour.
And police were called to a darts championship in Melbourne overnight after chaos broke out.
These are the moments when darts fans have gone too far. Over the years, fans have repeatedly managed to get onto the stage during major tournaments without authorization. They are usually quickly intercepted by the security without attracting much attention. This happened, for example, at the 2012 UK Open in a match between Phil Taylor and Robert Thornton, or at the 2016 World Darts Championship. But 1 year later, a fan managed something very special. In the final of the 2017 World Darts Championship between Michael van Gerwen and Gary Anderson, a fan jumped onto the stage, grabbed the trophy, and ran across the stage before security could stop him. After footage of the incident went viral, the darts invader was identified as Lee Marshall, also known as Disco Boy from internet prank group Troll Station. The group claimed responsibility for the incident, tweeting, "Disco Boy won the darts final. Well done, Disco Boy." Probably one of the craziest fan riots was in January 2015. A darts event at Melbourne's Etihad Stadium descended into chaos when a mass brawl broke out among spectators. The altercation involved a bigger group of attendees, many of whom were dressed in costumes, who began throwing chairs and engaging in physical fights. The disturbance led to the ejection of around 40 individuals from the venue. This incident raised concerns about crowd behaviour at sporting events in Australia, prompting discussions about the need for stricter security measures and alcohol policies to prevent similar occurrences in the future.
Police were called to a darts championship in Melbourne overnight after chaos broke out in the crowd. The international event at Etihad Stadium turned pretty ugly at around 9 o'clock. Hundreds of rowdy spectators started throwing furniture.
As security guards looked on, people were hit with chairs and some even launched tables onto the pile. In the end, riot police were called to quell the crowd.
Unfortunately, these violent outbursts from fans can be seen again and again on the fringes of darts tournaments. From time to time, there are clashes between fans that often end in fights. However, it must be clearly stated that these fans are often not real darts fans and see the tournaments more as a fun event with alcohol. This became particularly clear when Gerwyn Price threw a 9-darter at the Premier League 2024, and some fans in the audience didn't even notice it because they were busy fighting. Unfortunately, some fans not only turn against each other, but also against the players on stage. While this often takes the form of harmless chants, disruptive behaviour is becoming more frequent, even if it is sometimes rather humorous, for example against the former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
That's fantastic dance, that's his fifth 1-4.
Heckling and whistling during crucial throws can break a player's concentration.
It's more like it for Price. That was the reaction.
But things escalate when objects are thrown onto the stage. Beer cups occasionally land near players, as seen during a World Series match against Peter Wright. One of the most bizarre incidents involved Dirk van Duijvenbode, who, true to his nickname, had an aubergine thrown at him. Fan misconduct isn't limited to the stage. During walk-ons, Michael van Gerwen was attacked with a drink at the World Championship, and Luke Littler even had a fan grab his arm. These incidents are unacceptable, endanger players, and have no place in darts.
The person who did that was escorted from the building and has been banned from darts for life. Ridiculous. An idiot.
Nevertheless, the majority of fans know how to behave and create a fun atmosphere at the tournaments. During the last World Championship, Nathan Aspinall even interrupted his game to watch a fan finish his beer in one go.
He basically was jugging a jug. Now, normally you jug a pint. This guy's drinking a 4-pint jug. And I was just intrigued to see if he could finish it. And he finished it and then got kicked out. So, fair play.
There was also entertaining interaction between fans and players at the World Matchplay 2024. In a predominantly British crowd, Scotsman Gary Anderson was provoked by the fans with chants during his match against Brit Michael Smith. "Scotland get battered. Everywhere they go" was repeatedly heard from the crowd. Anderson didn't put up with this and formed a 2-1 with his hands in response, an allusion to the final defeat the day before at the European Football Championship, which England lost 2-1 against Spain, whereupon even Michael Smith couldn't help but laugh. But not everyone takes the audience's provocations with as much humour as Anderson. Gerwyn Price's headphone moment at the 2023 World Championship is unforgettable. In response to the vociferous fans, who were clearly on the side of his opponent Gabriel Clemens, Price came on stage wearing noise-cancelling headphones. However, this was not the first time that Price had fallen out with the fans. The Welshman has repeatedly complained publicly about the fans.
It was a difficult game, obviously crowd a bit rubbish again, but as you can hear, I won. So, I mean, sometimes the crowd's with me, sometimes they're against me. I mean, I don't care. You know, they're going to boo me, do what they want, but I'll keep winning. So happy days.
You keep winning, you're in the semi-final. Many congratulations.
Once he even had a fan who kept interfering with his throws thrown out of the hall. What do you think? Do fans behave worse in darts than in other sports, or are they an indispensable part of the darts world?